today. And yeah, we're going to talk about dating as well. But I have a question for you. How is Boaz going to meet you if he can't see you? Some of y'all going to answer and say, oh, he can call me on the phone. Oh, sure, he can call you on the phone. But how you going to have a long-lasting, forever relationship with him talking on the phone? You've got to meet him if you expect to have this relationship that's going to get you to the altar. Like I said, Apostle April's got her apostle hat on today. So as we go through this today, if I step on your toes, girl, just holler ouch, but keep on listening, because we finna get into it. This is Apostle April. Yes, your attraction dating coach over at Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies. I help all you leading ladies, especially those of you who are interested in interracial dating, to attract your Boaz so that you may say, I do at the altar. Well, I have notes, so if you see me looking down, yes, I'm reading those. And again, if I step on your toes, holler ouch like you do when you're in church, and just keep on listening. Question. How is Boaz going to meet you if he can't see you? You know, in the church world, they typically tell the girls these three things. One, oh, just wait on God. He'll bring him to you. Just wait on God. Number two, oh, just keep on working in the church because, he'll probably bring you a man in the church. Number three, just keep your legs closed. Come on, girls, tell me. Ain't that what y'all been hearing all these years? Just wait on God. Make sure you keep on working in the church. And keep your legs closed. But one thing I found, and I've been in church world for a little while now, they don't tell you anything about how to handle things on a date, or if you're on a date and the guy gets a little too frisky, they don't never tell you how to handle these situations, but they always hollering, wait on God, keep on working in the church, and keep your legs closed. Like I said, how Boaz gonna meet you if he can't see you? Because that's what all three of those are saying. They're telling you to stay in one spot. Stay in one spot. But when you hang out with Apostle April, she gives you more details on dating, what to do in certain situations, etc., etc. So let's talk about this thing, because the thing is, if he can't see you, he can't meet you. You have got to become visible if you are interested in attracting your Boaz. Okay? It's just logic. It's physics. It's whatever. Okay? Number one. Since y'all Christian women, I'm going to take y'all to church. Over in Genesis 24. Remember Rebecca? They were sending the servant out, yes, to find a wife for Isaac. Where was Rebecca? She wasn't at the house in the tent, and she wasn't at the church, okay? She was out there with a big water pot on her shoulder. She came out to get some water. And if you remember the scripture right, it says that the servant said when he got to, I think he got to the well, it says, he made the camels kneel. But as he keeps on talking, he says, God, I'm over here. I think he said by this brook, or maybe what we would call a river, by this brook. And the first girl that comes out, he said, the girl that comes out, I'm going to ask if she will give me some water. And the one who gives me some water and also offers to water my Campbells, that's the one I won't take. Mind you, the girl was out there doing something. To most of us in today's time, she was out there working. Okay? She was not at home stuck under the tent in the house. She was not at church either. She was out and about. She wasn't just waiting on God to bring her a man. Number 2, my point is, you've got to go, you've got to get out, you've got to be seen. Number 2, dear old Esther. Esther lived in Susa. In order for Esther to be seen and examined by this king who was interested in getting married again, she had to leave Susa and go to the king's house, to the castle. No, she wasn't hanging out in the house. She had to be visible. And not only that, when she got to the castle, she didn't just hang out and hide. This girl had what y'all have seen me talk about before. She had her own it factor. And her it factor is what got his attention. But believe me, if she hadn't been in the palace, he may not have seen her. Okay? And that would be in the first chapter of Esther. Number 3. I got 4 points for y'all, and number 4 gonna take you away. So girls, if you don't mind, help me out. Share this out with your friends because it gets gooder and gooder and hotter as we get on up to number 4. Because the thing is, if you are interested in getting married, you are going to have to become visible. And by the way, Corona's still ruling the land because these doctors ain't figured it out yet. So you're going to have to become visible in avenues that you normally would have done. Because now you can't just go run to the movie or go to the restaurant, and you can go to the mall, but you ain't going to be around a lot of folks. Back to the story. Number 3, Ruth. You know, Boaz and Ruth. Okay. Ruth had to leave. See, her and Naomi found themselves all alone because all the men folk, excuse me, not all alone, but her and Naomi and the other daughter-in-law, all 3 of them found themselves alone because all the men folk had died. Naomi, the mother with wisdom, or shall we say the future dating coach, decided that she was going to go back to her home country. Because all the men done died. They need some folk to work them fields so they can eat and survive. So she starts walking, and the girls start walking, and she's like, y'all, I can't take y'all through this. Y'all go on back to y'all own people. Okay? Go back to your own people. But Ruth was like, girl, you got the goods and I'm going with you. Just paraphrasing, okay? So what did they do? They left where they were, the city that they were in, and they went to Bethlehem. They went back to Bethlehem because there was a famine in the land also. You missing your men and their family? Oh, come on. So in order for Ruth to be seen by Boaz, who was over there in that city, she had to leave where she was and be seen. Okay? Now, while we hanging out in the church, what if the guy that God has designated for you never shows up at your church? I was at one church for 4 years. There wasn't a man that hit the door that caught my eye in 4 years of me being at that church. Come on. What if the guy that God has designated to be your Boaz is actually in another country and really has no plans to come to America? How you going to connect with him? You got to be visible, and you're going to have to do it in avenues that are different than what you would normally do. You can find that in the first chapter of Ruth, by the way. So my point is this, ladies, all of this, I'm sitting around, I'm waiting on God. The thing is, God is waiting on you to make a move. Some of y'all, God is waiting on y'all to get out of your comfort zone. Some of y'all, God is waiting on y'all to actually approach a guy first. Or shall I say, in some of my other videos, he's waiting on you to learn how to drop the hanky. In other words, let guys know that you're actually open to dating. And some of y'all need to let the guys know that you're open to interracial dating. God's waiting on you, honey. He done picked out the guy or the guys for you to choose from, but you busy over there hiding in the church and at your house or at your job. And now you can't even hide at your job. So right now, I guess that means you're really just hiding at your house. Okay? Waiting on God. Mind you, God ain't gonna send a UPS guy because you don't get UPS deliveries every day at your house. He wasn't gonna do that on your job either. Anyway, so let me hit y'all with number 4 and get on off here. Y'all know ApostleApril is a young chickadee, and I just had a birthday. And yes, I just met a new guy. He's quite interesting. And you also know that I was in a car wreck a year ago. So yes, I'm still recovering and I'm still walking with my little walking aids, my cane. I still have to hit that walker too. But baby, if I had been hiding out in the house, going, oh, I'm hurting. Oh, I can't walk. If I had been hiding out in the house, I wouldn't have met this man. Not this fine dude. I'm just saying. Y'all can sit around and wait on God to just bring you somebody if y'all want to. But I want you to think about this. How long have you been just sitting there waiting for God to just bring you somebody? How long have you been sitting in the church waiting for somebody to bring you somebody? For God to bring you somebody to the church? The pastor probably only has one son or maybe 2. And all 500 of y'all women in the church got your eye on the 2 guys. Come on, people. Anyway. This is ApostleApril. And I think today I had my apostle hat on and I shared about dating. Okay? I hope that you have learned a few things from watching this. I'm going to recap right quick. There is Rebecca. And that would be over in Genesis 24. There was Esther, and it's the first chapter of Esther. And then there was Ruth, and that was also the first chapter of Ruth. Okay? Y'all got to stop this sitting around waiting. Because, see, I'm going to be married before some of y'all young folk. Because I gets out. Okay? Just saying. Well, girls, if y'all want some more good juicy stuff about dating, then I'm going to invite you to come on over to Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies. Yes, you can find me on Facebook, and you can also find me on YouTube. And watch out, take a peek over at LinkedIn. You'll be seeing a lot more of me on LinkedIn now. So girls, it has been my pleasure to serve you today. Don't forget, share it out one more time with a few of your single friends. This is ApostleApril, your attraction dating coach at Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies. You girls have a wonderful and lovely afternoon. Toodles!